In a world filled with distractions and constant demands on our attention, what if the key to success wasn't doing more, but focusing more deeply? Cal Newport's deep work explores the concept of mastering focused, uninterrupted work that produces high-quality results. In a time when multitasking and busyness are often mistaken for productivity, the author argues that the ability to engage in deep work is a superpower that can set you apart. In this audiobook summary by AudiblePages, we'll uncover the key principles from deep work and how they can help you increase your productivity, sharpen your skills, and achieve more meaningful success. By the end of this summary, you'll understand the importance of deep work, why it's so valuable, and how to cultivate this skill in a world that's constantly pulling us towards shallow, distracting tasks. Part 1. The Idea Chapter 1. Deep work is valuable. The author begins by making the case for deep work, the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. In today's knowledge economy, where many jobs require problem-solving, creativity, and complex thinking, those who can engage in deep work are positioned to achieve much more than those who are constantly distracted by shallow tasks like emails and meetings. Think about how often your day is filled with shallow work, replying to messages, attending back-to-back meetings, or browsing social media. These tasks may feel productive, but they rarely move the needle on important projects. The author argues that deep work is the key to making real progress. Evaluate your daily routine and identify how much time you're spending on shallow tasks versus deep work. Start blocking out time in your schedule for uninterrupted, focused work on the most important tasks. Even just a few hours of deep work a day can lead to significant progress. Chapter 2. Deep work is rare. The author explains that deep work is becoming increasingly rare in today's workplace. Many companies prioritize responsiveness and multitasking over focus, leading to a culture of shallow work. The constant ping of notifications and the pressure to always be available make it harder to engage in deep, uninterrupted work. However, this rarity also makes deep work more valuable. Consider how rare it is to find someone who can work for hours without distraction in today's world. Most people are in a constant state of partial attention. If you can cultivate the ability to focus deeply, you'll have a major advantage in your career. Recognize that the ability to engage in deep work is a rare skill that will set you apart from others. Start creating boundaries around your work time to minimize distractions. This might mean turning off notifications, setting clear expectations with colleagues, or finding a quiet space to work. Chapter 3. Deep work is meaningful beyond its economic value. The author argues that deep work is also personally fulfilling. When you're fully immersed in a challenging task, you enter a state of flow, where time seems to disappear, and you're completely absorbed in the work. This state of deep focus leads to a greater sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. Think of a time when you were so focused on a task that the hours flew by, and you felt a sense of pride in what you had achieved. This is the power of deep work. It's not just about getting more done, it's about doing work that matters and brings fulfillment. Seek out opportunities to engage in work that challenges you and pushes you into a state of deep focus. Prioritize tasks that require your full attention and allow you to stretch your abilities. The more you experience this sense of flow, the more fulfilling your work will become. Part 2. The Rules. Rule 1. Work deeply. The author's first rule is simple but powerful. Work deeply. He explains that in order to succeed with deep work, you need to cultivate focus like a muscle. This requires practice and discipline, as well as creating an environment that supports deep work. Consider how athletes train their bodies through consistent practice. Similarly, deep work requires building up your ability to concentrate for extended periods. It won't happen overnight, but with regular practice, you can improve your focus and productivity. Set aside dedicated blocks of time for deep work each day. Start small, with 30 to 60 minutes of focused work, and gradually increase the duration as your ability to concentrate improves. Create an environment that minimizes distractions, whether that means working in a quiet room or using tools like noise-canceling headphones. Rule 2. Embrace boredom. The author emphasizes that our constant need for stimulation, from social media, emails, or entertainment, makes it harder to focus when it's time for deep work. He suggests that you need to embrace boredom to train your brain to focus. Instead of turning to your phone every time you feel a moment of boredom, resist the urge and let your mind rest. Think about how often you fill small moments of boredom with distractions, scrolling through your phone during a break or checking emails while waiting in line. These habits weaken your ability to focus when it matters most. The next time you feel bored, resist the temptation to distract yourself with your phone or other stimuli. Allow your mind to rest or engage in deep thinking. This will help you build the mental discipline required for deep work. Rule 3. Quit social media. One of the most controversial rules in deep work is the author's recommendation to quit social media, or at the very least, use it intentionally. He argues that social media platforms are designed to keep you distracted, pulling your attention away from more meaningful tasks. If social media doesn't serve a specific professional or personal purpose, the author suggests cutting back or quitting altogether. Consider how much time you spend on social media each day. Is it adding value to your life or career, or is it simply a distraction? The author believes that by eliminating unnecessary social media use, you can reclaim hours of lost time and focus on what truly matters. Evaluate your social media usage. If it's not providing meaningful value, consider cutting back or setting strict limits on how much time you spend on these platforms. Use that time instead for deep work, reading, or other productive activities. Rule 4. Drain the shallows. The author's final rule is to drain the shallows, meaning you should minimize the amount of shallow work, tasks that don't require deep focus, that fills your day. These tasks, like answering emails or attending unnecessary meetings, may seem urgent, but they rarely contribute to meaningful progress. Think of how much time is wasted each day on shallow tasks that don't move the needle. The author argues that by reducing these tasks, you free up more time for deep work and high-impact activities. Take a close look at your daily schedule and identify shallow tasks that can be minimized, delegated, or eliminated altogether. Block out time for deep work during your most productive hours and push shallow tasks to the margins of your day. This will help you focus on what truly matters. Practical advice and wrap-up. Cal Newport's deep work provides a roadmap for reclaiming focus in a world full of distractions. By cultivating the ability to work deeply, you can achieve higher levels of productivity, master complex skills, and find greater fulfillment in your work. The key is to practice focus like a muscle, embrace boredom, cut out distractions, and prioritize meaningful work over shallow tasks. Start by identifying 1 or 2 areas where you can implement deep work in your life. Whether it's setting aside time each day for focused work, quitting unnecessary distractions like social media, or minimizing shallow tasks, these small changes will lead to big results over time. Are you ready to master the art of deep work? Start today by carving out time for uninterrupted focus and watch how your productivity and satisfaction skyrocket.